All right, welcome. Welcome to your practice. Let's yeah, all right, we'll start sitting. Why not? I like sitting. We always start sitting, but we were gonna start standing, but we'll get to standing soon. We'll start seating. Oh. Take a comfortable seat. Open up your posture. Focus on your back. Focus on your back and on your spine. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. Lengthening the breath. Try to lengthen the breath. Each breath is a little bit longer or slower than the previous breath. Just lift your chin up, stretch the front of your neck. Then drop your chin down, stretch the back of your neck. Back up to neutral. Drop your head over to the right. Keep breathing, long, deep breaths. Drop your head over to the left. Keep breathing, long, deep breaths. Back to center, turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Back to center. Take your arms open. Just gently pull the elbows back, squeezing your shoulders onto your back, opening across your chest. Breathe long, deep breaths. Good. Put the hands out in front. You can put them on a block or on the floor. Just kind of tilt your pelvis a little bit forward. Go ahead and walk our hands over to our left side. So we've tilted and twisted. Let's go ahead and do it to the other side. Back. Put the left hand on the floor on a block. And just open your right side a little bit. You put your right hand on your hip. Just slowly slide it up your body, over the side of the head and out. And come back. Put the right hand down to the right, left hand on your hip. Go ahead and slide the left hand up the side of the body and then over the side of the head. And then come back. Keep practicing in a seated position. We're going to switch to kneeling. You can put a prop to sit on the prop, or you can sit on your heels. We're going to tuck our toes. So the toe pads are on the floor. Tuck your toes so the toe pads are on the floor. If you want a prop to sit on, do so. The toe pads tucked, you're going to sit back. Props. You should feel a stretch in the toes across the sole of the foot. Squeeze your shoulder blades onto the back. Pull the arms back. Breathing here. Feel the stretch by tucking the toes, not pointing the toes. Okay, let's slide the hands down the legs. Put the hands in front. You're going to drop the forehead. Really, you might skip this one. You're just going to lower the forehead all the way to the earth, opening the back. Good. Once again, walking the hands up. Let's come back to kneeling. Toes are tucked. Send the hands forward and up. Gotta make your spine long on both sides. Good. Let's come to tabletop pose. Now make the heart a little higher. You can put your hands on blocks. Head a little higher from the heart. The toes tucked. We're going to open our front. Focus on dropping your spine. Then move your spine over to the left, like a crescent. Move your spine over to the right, like a crescent. Back to center. Move your spine up into cat. Move your spine over to the left. Keep it in rounded. Move your spine over to the right. Back. Good. Drop it down. You're going to make a barrel roll. You're going to drop, swing it over to the left, up, over to the right, and down. Circular motions. Left, up, right, down. Move through your shoulder blades. Left, up, right, down. One more. Left, up, right, down. Let's reverse that. Right, up, left, down. Right, up, left, down. Right, up, left, down. Very good. Tuck the toes if they're not already, and lift your hips up, downward facing dog posture. Try to relax now. Even in the rigorous pose of down dog, calm your nervous system. All your muscles relax. Get a little bit of space in the joints. Rebend the knees, place them back on the mat. And go ahead and lift your left leg up to the sky. Open the hip. And pull the left knee back. Breathe here. Okay, opening the hip. And now make draw a big circle with your left knee. Draw that circle the other direction. And let's place it back down. Lift the right leg back. Open the hip up. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Circle the knee. Reverse the circle. And place it back down. Good. Point the toes. And slowly sit the hips back. Child's pose. Give yourself a rest. Keep breathing long and slow. Down regulate your nervous system. Try to soften the muscles that you're not using. Inhale, come forward. Let's go ahead and lie on our belly. Peel up the front. Lift the chin for this cobra. Breathe here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. And then lift up the right leg and pull the right leg over to your left. Back. Inhale, lift up your chest and chin. Lift up your left leg, pull it over to the right. And bring it back. Lift up both legs, lift up your hands, keep them by your shoulders, and you're squeezing your shoulder blade onto your back. Breathe. We'll try to calm the nervous system, even though the back muscles are engaged. When you're participating in this active pose, there's still a sense of calm, a sense of non-doership. Good. Place the hands down. Push yourself up if you can, all the way up, and then back to downward dog. Breathe here. Focus on stretching in the hamstrings and letting everything else be calm, passive. Tilt your pelvis into the pose. Those return to kneeling shape. Walk the hands back. This time you can bring your hips up above your knees instead of sitting back. Take a deep breath. So standing cat-cow. So you're going to open your arms out. We're going to pull the thumb, elbow, and shoulder back to open the chest, open the front of your spine. And you reverse this. Squeeze the forearms, pinky edge towards each other. Drop your chest. Breathe here. Let's go back and forth. Inhale, open, like storybook covers. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Nice and slow. Down, regulated breathing. Open. Close. One more. Open. Close. Walk your hands back out. Lie on your belly again. Inhale, lift up, cobra, very good. Hold it, breathe, tone the muscle into the back of your spine. So you can lift both legs a few inches off the ground. So you can lift both hands a few inches off the ground. Excellent. Place the hands down. Tuck your toes if you can. Push straight up. And then back to downward dog. Work on stretching that hamstring and relaxing everything else. Come around just like that. Knees down. Walk your hands back. Kneeling posture. Stand or kneeling cat-cow. Open the front. Drop the chest. Open the chest. Drop the chest. Lift it. Drop it. Your neck in motion too. Use the chin. Last one. Good. Walk your hands out. Lower down onto the mat. Lift your spine, lift your legs, lift your hands, breathe. And press the hands down, tuck your toes, push straight up and back to downward dog. Release the effort of pushing up, relax the body. Let's go ahead and walk to the front of our mats. Step your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Turn those blocks up for a little bit more lift on your forward bend. Good. Turn the heels in slightly. Sit back and inhale, rise up. Good. Facing front. You have the feet turned up just slightly, a little wider than shoulders, distance apart. Inhale, lift up your right arm. Turn the right palm to the sky. And then like you're just waving to the cloud. Good. Let's go the other way. Lift up the left hand. Turn the left palm to the sky. And then wave to the cloud. Come back. Inhale, wave out in front of you, lift it all the way up. Push your hips forward and then down through your feet. Good, arms come out nice and wide. One more time, right arm up, wave to the cloud. Back, left arm up, wave to the cloud. Back, both hands out in front, lift them up. Just go a little bit forward, no problem. Now pull your elbows down and back. We're gonna bend our knees this time, pushing our knees out. It's okay to lift those heels because you got just a little wider than shoulders, distance apart, pushing the knees and thighs out. Good, inhale, come back up. Let's do it 2 more times. Push the hands forward and up, lift it up. Good, open cactus arms, pulling down as you bend your knees, pushing your knees out. Those heels can float just a little bit wider stance, Billy. Should be wider than your hips, wider than your shoulders. Back up. Inhale, push your hands out. Open cactus arms down. Bend your knees as you do it. Sink it in. Let's step even wider. Now you're going to keep your feet flat. Push the hands out. Inhale up. Bring it down. Bend your knees. You look more like a horse stance. Feet are flat the whole time. This time about 45 degrees. Oh, the feet are turned out. Inhale up, a couple more rounds. Inhale, push forward. Keep your back straight. Don't lean forward, John. Lift up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up, push out. Last one, pull down. Do this time, put your left hand on your knee. Lift your right hand up, wave to the clouds. Stay in bent leg. Come back down. Right hand on the knee, left arm up. Stay in bent leg. Back down, one more time. Inhale, rise up, push out. Pull down. Left hand on the left knee. Straighten your right leg and send your right arm out over the left side. Good, so it's like a one line from your right hand to your right toe. Good, now swoop it down, bend your right knee, and swoop it out, left arm. You can straighten your left leg. Straighten your left leg. Good, yeah, looks good. New kind of pose, right? Swoop it down, let's go back again. Swoop it over to the left side. You're gonna straighten your right, swoop that right arm away from it. Swoop back. A little wider stance. It feels a little awkward because you need to make a longer stance so you can straighten your leg. Good, back down. Inhale up, let's bring our feet back to normal, back to neutral. Hands to the heart. Breathe, open your spine. Open your posture. Put your chin a little bit. Good, inhale, lift your right knee up in front, and then reach it back, and then land it down. Warrior one, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, bend forward, hinging at your hips. Reach the arrow of your hands forward. Good, pull it back. Inhale, reach it up, straight into the sky. You can straighten both legs. Bend the hands into your heart again. Bend the front knee, reach your hands forward. Warrior one, reaching forward. Good, bring it in. Straighten the legs, reach it up. Good, open your arms out. Airplane wings. Keep your legs straight like a pyramid pose. And twist your spine now, nice and slow. You're turning to the front leg, the left side. Whatever leg's in front, that's the side you're turning toward. Good. Put the right hand down on the left leg. Just gently slide it down the leg. Any amount will do. Warming up still, not too much. Good. Listen carefully. Swoop your right arm all the way up and around. All the way up and around. And you're going to windmill it through like Pete Townsend. You're going to step into chair pose, just like Pete Townsend would. It was more the windmill part that was the Pete Townsend thing. Sitting down. I'm going to remember this on the second side. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart. In your full posture. Inhale, lift up your left knee. Try to balance just a few moments. Step the leg back, send the leg back, and then drop it back, warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Hands to heart. Hinge at your hips. Point the fingers forward, reaching forward. Good, now into the flow. Hands back to heart. Straighten your legs up into the sky with the hands. That's it, just copy me. Hands together, back to your heart. Hinge and bend your front knee. Reaching warrior one. Good, back and up, legs straight. Back, reach out, bend the knee. Back and up. Around. Bend the front knee, reach it forward. Last one, back, legs straight, reach up. Open your arms like an airplane. Turn your spine to the front leg. A barbershop pole. Put the left hand on the front leg. Slide it down any amount. Good. Windmill. Send that left arm forward, up, back, and then step it under and through, chair pose. Breathe here. Good, lift up. Let's come up on tippy toes for a moment. Tippy toes, try to lift the energy up the back of your legs, up the tailbone, up the back of your spine, up the back of your neck, look up at the sky. And relax it down by your hands by your sides. Notice the change in body temperature. Notice the energy level. Notice the calm state of the mood, state of the mind. Hands to your heart. Now work on that flow. We're going to add some poses to it. Shift into your left. Lift up your right knee. Send the right leg back best you can. It looks like a warrior three for a moment. And then you're just going to drop down back into warrior one. Open up. Hands to heart. Reach it forward. And then take the right arm overhead like a rainbow into warrior two. Very good. Pull it, pressing down through your feet. Stretch. Get bigger, get more easeful as you stretch. Good. Now turn. Keep your legs, but turn your body. Reach that right hand forward as the left hand reaches back. You're going to keep the left knee bent for now. And then you're going to windmill the right arm up and over, back to warrior two. One more time, turn the body. You're crossing the main, right hand's in front if the left foot's in front. Good, now rainbow arc or windmill arms. Good, swoop it down, chair pose. Inhale, rise up. Hands by your side, relax. Try to really relax, just turn off the effort. You just invite your muscles, whatever muscles were tense, being used in that last sequence, just revisit them with your mind, your shoulders, your quads, a deep warmth, sometimes even a deep hum or a glow as the nerves calm down. Good, second side, shift to the right foot, bring up the left knee. One move, best you can, balance, send the leg back first. Then drop it back, warrior one. Arms up. Hands to heart. Arms out. Good, open up, warrior two. Take a moment, feel only efforting where needed. To the point where it just feels like it's not even you efforting, because like your body is doing the work. Your body knows how to be strong and stable in the pose, and you can just observe, just kind of hang back, enjoy the movement, enjoy the breathing. This way your yoga class is actually kind of just like hanging out on the couch. You're just being entertained. Good, take your left hand, twist as you reach the right arm back. And then rainbow arc, swirl it into warrior two again. Let's do that two more times. Twist, helicopter arms. Good, rainbow spiral with the hands. One more time. Twist. Rainbow. Step to chair. Inhale up and relax your body. Concentrate on just noticing where was the effort. I can feel some tension in my foot. I feel it in my knee area, my shoulders. I just become present. And I realize, oh, I don't need to be using those muscles anymore. And that's how I release the tension, shed the effort. Body stays relaxed and supple the whole practice. Good. Separate your feet about hips distance apart. You're going to bend your knees until your knees touch. So you can even turn your toes in just a little bit if that feels better for your body. Not too much. You have to make sure you get the right distance with your feet. And just hang your joints as you sink a little deeper. Your heels might start to get a little lighter, that's fine. Sink a little deeper. You should really feel that pressure between the upper inner knee, like you were holding a sheet of paper between your knees. Breathe, stay upright the best you can. Good, inhale, rise up, straight legs, stretch your arms out in a T shape, straight legs. Pull the arms back nice and slow. Pull your center of gravity back nice and slow. Turn the palms face up. Good, shift into your left foot nice and slow. Lift your right knee. If you want level two, you'll kick out first, then kick back. Then drop back, warrior one again. Straighten the legs. Bow. Level 2, you're going to reach your hands out as you bow. Level 1, arms like an airplane. Breathing here. Let the body grow strong. Spine is strong still. We're not rounding really. Keep the arms in the air if you don't mind, Kathy. Engage the core this way, yeah? Try to hinge your pelvis, friends. Good, now bend your front knee and open your right arm to the sky. This is side angle pose. Bend your your front knee, whatever the front knee is. Left knee, I think, for me. Right arm to the sky. Good, inhale, come all the way up, warrior 2. And let's step forward, all the way up, reach up tall, tippy toes. Put your knees together as you sink down into chair, knees touching chair. Want to go a little deeper, you actually lift your heels for this one, friends. And then come all the way back up. Hands to your heart. Take a moment, try to calm your nervous system. Stop using the muscles that were needed from the past poses. And stretch our arms out. Turn the palms up. Good. Shifting to the right foot, you're going to lift the left knee. Level 2, you're going to kick the foot out first, then bend it back, send it back. Warrior 1. Let's go ahead, straighten the front leg and keep the arms out like an airplane or reach them out like a spear, bowing forward. Not too far. We want to engage the core and work on hinging at our pelvis. Stabilizing our muscles. Good, bend the front knee. Drop the front arm down next to it as you send your back arm up into the sky. I think that's the left arm is in the sky now. If the right arm is in front. You got it. Push down through your feet. Inhale, come up. Warrior 2. Step forward all the way up. Feet hips distance apart, tippy toe. As you bend your knees down, squeeze your inner knee together. Good. Plant your feet. Bow forward. And walk your feet back. Plank posture. Breathing here. Turn your feet to the right and lift your right arm to the sky. Side plank. Come back. Right hand down. Turn your feet to the left. Lift your left arm to the sky. Side plank. Back down. You can lower down through your push-up or knees first, chest and chin all the way down. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, just rest on the mat a moment. Turn your head to the side if that feels good to you. Breathe. Now you have the assistance of the earth. Don't use the muscles that aren't needed in this shape that you're in. Learn how to calm the nervous system. Part of that is just not carrying the past with you into this moment. Don't carry that plank pose into this moment. Don't carry the trouble you had balancing into this moment. And so part of that shedding of that, what you carried from the past, is allowing the muscles to become relaxed and supple. They do not have to feel the anticipation of the return of that difficulty. And this way we can appreciate the difficult poses fresh. Push back up, plank pose. Turn your toes to the left, side plank, left arm up. Breathe. Good, back to plank pose. Turn your toes to the right, right arm up. Breathe. Hands back down. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin. You can turn your head to the other side. Relax your nervous system. Forget what came before. This is very rejuvenative to your body. Do not carry the impressions of your past experiences into this moment. Good, back to center. Push back. Tabletop pose, open your chest. Breathe here. We keep this opening in the front. Let's come down to our forearms. Keep melting. Stay on our forearms, tuck the toes if they're not already, and push your legs straight. Forearm plank. I need more room. Can you take more room? Forearm plank, breathing here. Good. Knees touch down, pelvis touches down. Open your spine. Sphinx posture. Calm the nervous system. There's the tension in your shoulders necessary for this pose. You're like, yes, it is, because you're going to make us do that plank pose again. I'm anticipating not liking that forearm plank again. No, it doesn't exist. This moment exists. The forearm plank may or may not exist. It exists in your imagination. It exists in my plan, but it doesn't actually exist. What exists is the Sphinx pose. Okay, moment you've been waiting for, dreading for. Push it with your knees, lift your hips up. Tabletop forearm or forearm plank. Breathe. Long, slow breath. Use only what is needed. Now I know this pose needs everything. You can still reduce the amount of effort. Guaranteed. Excellent. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx pose. Shed the effort of the plank. Exist in the Sphinx pose by itself. This is feeling pretty good. One more round. Tuck your toes, push your knees down, lift your hips up, full forearm plank if you'd like. Here we go. Breathe. Good. Knees down, hips down, Sphinx pose. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your right hand. Hold the ankle. If you can't hold it, use a strap to loop around it. Hold your ankle with the right foot, and now flex your right foot so the heel is pushing into the ceiling almost, and the toes are drawing down towards the knee. Flex your foot in that way. Good. Push the right knee a little bit into the mat. Good. Don't bend your elbow. Just keep your right arm straight. Now, nice and slow. Roll onto your left side and draw the right foot back. Come back to the mat. Let the belly touch the ground before the knee touches the ground. Good, and release it. Let's go ahead, place our right arm down. Bend the left knee, reach back, hold the left ankle with the left hand. Flex the foot like you're gonna push your heel into the ceiling and the toes draw down towards the knee. All right, now pull the left foot over to the left, over to the right, rolling onto the right side. Good, roll the belly back onto the mat before the left knee. And relax. Place the hands down. Inhale, curl up. Arms straight if you can this time. Full cobra. Good, downward dog. We're gonna walk the hands back into a forward bend as you rise back up to standing. So you're gonna go to the wall today for your balancing if you'd like. You're gonna be about one arm's distance away from the wall if you're facing the wall, okay? We wanna stay one arm's distance away. So if you're gonna put your left arm out, the fingertip may touch the wall, it's just gonna reach out. With your right knee, you're gonna hold your right ankle with your right hand behind you, okay? And flex the foot like you're drawing the toe towards the knee, holding the ankle, not the foot, the ankle. Yeah, so you're now stay upright today. Stay upright and push your right heel straight back. Push your right heel straight back. Don't think up, think back today. Don't lean forward, stay upright. Yes. Breathe. You should not be getting closer to the wall if you're using the wall. If you're facing the wall. Keep extending, keep pushing through the back foot. Don't bend the right arm. Let the arm just be like a wire wrapped around your foot, your ankle. Good, bring it back in and release. Good, touching the wall. If you're balancing with the wall today, your right fingertip will touch the wall. You're staying this distance the whole time from the wall. Bend the left knee, you're gonna hold the hold the left ankle and flex the foot. Really important aspect for today's stretch. Flex the foot. Don't lean forward, stay upright. Don't lift the foot, kick the foot straight back. Breathe in the integrity of the shape. Good, bring it back in and release it down. Excellent work. Now you can just use the wall however you prefer. You're going to shift back over to your left foot. Go ahead and bring your right foot up into a tree posture today. What I'm going to do to start is keep my hands on my hips. Now squeeze the legs in towards each other as you start to open the right knee without opening the hip, without moving the hip. Breathe. Good. Now think about lengthening your torso, using only the minimum of what is needed to be in the shape. So the nervous system remains calm, relaxed. Good. Bring the leg back down. Keep shedding the muscles. Let them relax. Let them forget tree on the first side. Okay, other side. That's your left side in case you forgot. You don't want the mind to forget. You want the body to forget. Animals have a natural, when they feel threatened, they get tense. Their hair lifts on their back. But then after the threat is gone, the animals, they shake it off. They shed the tension that they were using to protect themselves or protect their young. They shake off the intensity of that interaction. We have to do this too. We have to let our muscles forget the stress, the intensities of our day. Good. Back to center. One more time, tree pose. Left foot down, right leg up. This time you're going to join the hands over your head if you'd like. Breathe. Be with just this present moment. Nothing else required. Shed the past. Just existing with the least amount of breath, least amount of effort, letting the mind be spacious. This is our goal. This is what we work for. Have a spacious, open mind that can practice unfettered. Let's shift back to mountain pose. Let the lingering remnants of the first side shed. You can feel it. You can feel the muscles dilate and release the toning that they had to support the last pose. Shift, second side. On the second side, you're going to reach up when you're ready if you'd like, or use the wall, no problem. Exist in the pose barely, like you're just this passenger. In the Bhagavad Gita, which is like maybe the first yoga text, really, they say, like one of the oldest times where they've mentioned yoga. They say that there's a way to act in the world and feel as though you were not acting, to live your life, and yet feel like it was not all on your shoulders, that it was just happening. And this was the highest state of liberation. Good. Come back to center. They call it actionless action. And I think it has something to do with staying present in this very moment, not bringing our past with us. And a few more stretches before we head to the floor. You're going to put your right hand over your head, turn your left thumb out, and let your head fall to the right. Pull. Let the weight of your hand, let gravity create the stretch, create the opening. Let's go back, other side. Back to center. Good. Let's open our feet. Practice a couple squats. So the first one, the feet are about, maybe the toes are just off the edges of your mat, that distance, somewhere in there. And you're going to keep your feet flat. And just see how low you get. Good. Let's come back up. Let's do one more on that range. Feet are flat the whole time. See how low you get. About outer shoulders distance apart. Good. Come back up. Now you can do whatever you want. Put your feet any distance apart. You can lift your heels, and you just want to see how low you can actually get. Even if the heels are lifted, knees out, whatever. Drop all the way down to your squat. Let's safely, steadily come back up. Let's do one more of those. This is our lowest squat, whatever that means for our body. Let's go ahead and put our hands on the floor and walk the legs back. You're going to take your shape in tabletop pose, okay? Tabletop pose. Listen carefully. You're going to walk your knees over to the left edge of your mat. Your hands don't move. Now this is the trick, right? You're going to roll and lean onto your right thigh. So my right hip and my right knee are down. Keep your hands out in front. You should already be twisted. Good. If you want to walk your hands out in front more, you can. There you go, John. Try to you're trying to square your shoulders back to the front of the mat. And if you can do that, some of you are able to walk your hands off the mat, like over to the right, and intensify your twist. But you should have a twist going on here. Breathe. All right. Push off the ground with your hands. Walk the knees back to center. And you've guessed it, walk your knees over to the right this time. And then what you'll do is you'll roll the left hip down. Be on this side, it might be different. Your twist might feel different. You might go to walk a little more, a little less, and that's okay. Deeper into the twist. Good. Pushing with the knees, coming back up to center. Walk it in. You'll go ahead and cross your ankles. And as you cross your ankles, you'll roll back into a comfortable seat, cross-legged seat. Good. Go ahead and extend your legs out this time, out in front. And you're going to slowly lower down onto your back. Pull your knees into your chest. Keep breathing. Put the left foot down on the floor and bring the right knee a little deeper into your chest or your shoulder. Good, let's change sides. So we're holding the left knee and putting the right foot down on the floor. Good, place the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to drop open. Interlock your fingers and reach your palms up into the ceiling. Breathe here. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Try to keep your shoulder blades sliding down the mat as you send your hands overhead. Bring the arms back up. And then rest your palms on your body. Keep both hands on your belly now. You can change your legs to be more comfortable. If this is comfortable, keep it. And if you want to have your feet a little different, knees a little different, go ahead. Try to breathe into your low belly, using your hands for awareness. Try to keep the abdomen soft and relaxed. Make your breath long and slow. And just breathe into your belly. Good. From here, bring your right knee up and into your left hand. Let's take it across the body into a twist. Keep the low back relaxed. Effortless action. Like you weren't the one doing it. You only brought as much to it as was needed. The body knew how to recover perfectly, moment to moment. Let's go ahead and roll back to center and bring the left leg up and the left leg over. Back to center. Place your feet flat on the floor. Good. Lift your hips up. You lift your hips up by pressing your feet down. Good. Push your arms down. Press your skull down. Lift your hips a little higher. Good, lower back down. Let's do that again. Press feet, arms, shoulders, and head down. Lift the hips up. Using as little energy as possible. Let's roll it back down. Inhale, lifting up. Rolling back down. Interlock the hands behind your head and turn your head to the left. So you're staring over your left elbow. Practice turning your head to the right. Back to center. Go ahead and find a block or two, and you're going to put them under your hips and extend your legs into the sky. A little bit of a inversion today. Breathe. We're going to here for quite a few breaths. Try to choose a version where it's manageable. Lengthen your breath. Make it long and slow. Put the breath deep in the belly. Like you're going inward. Getting very quiet inside. Allowing your nervous system to relax, calm. Keep settling. Keep relaxing inside of the posture. Slowly bend the knees. Ground the feet. Remove the prop. Keep settling the nervous system. Gently hold one knee and then the other, just kind of floating there like a very easy, happy baby pose. Keep settling the nervous system. No effort. No effort. actionless action. Now, perhaps there's one final pose that you'd like to practice. See if it just arises spontaneously, just arises in the movement of the body, something that would feel good to help settle before rest. See if there's a final pose, a favorite pose that just emerges. And then start to wind out of that and wind into a pose where the body can be at ease and motionless, has enough space, it isn't overextending in any way. Take one final moment to flex your feet and then relax them. Flex your hands and then relax them. Purse the features of your face, lips, brow, cheeks, and then relax them. And forget the past. Just dwell in the present moment. Stretch your body. Roll to your side, take a seat. Take a moment. Just sit here. This moment is outside of time. There's the past, there's the future. It's all happening in the mind. But this moment's actually happening. Your mind is inside of it. Namaste.